Hey, Mom and Dad. This is, instead of sending you some of the drawings and stuff, I'm just going to try to explain to you some of my ideas for that back part of the backyard over a video. Downside of doing it this way is that the quality of the picture won't be as good. So it won't have a very fine quality, but it is just to give you an idea of some of my thoughts back there anyway. So I'm just gonna take you around and explain it a little bit. So just to make sure you see where we are at, here's our backyard. So here's the patio and the addition, grass. All right, we're there. Here's the back fences. Here are the redwood trees. Okay, so as I was thinking about what to do for the backyard, I had no idea what to do with that back, and what you want to use it for and all those kind of things. So I had this idea of making it creating a children's, grandkids playground back there, making something safe yet usable by everyone, but of all ages, everyone can use it. And I wanted to do it so it was kind of a DIY project that I could build all of the structures. So, basic idea is to kind of do a white picket fence on that back edge. Maybe you have a cute sign right here that says Leinfam grandchildren's playground. I don't know, something. Um, but then building small, so not high, small little basic wood house structures, and then creating kind of a fun way that they can go around it, just on the ground, little pretend bridge, go up into this pretend tower with a pole and maybe a flag up there. This is the problem for this part. So they can easily, this is, only like 1.5 feet high, so anyone can do it. It wouldn't be a problem anybody falling off. Pretend tower, pole with maybe a flag up there, and, a bridge that goes across, no cracks, safe to get through, a little slide at the end of here, some boulders to kind of break up the space and give a little, spatial identity, spaces within the space. I have a path, a path leading into here, which I'll tell you about in a second. This would be, a little monkey bar type thing. Again, it's not high, so the big boys would be able to probably just stand and hold on to that. But, if they want to make it a play thing, they just bend their legs and do it. So you have this, going from this tower all the way to this little boat. Now there's a lot of repurposed, boats that you can find and whatever those places are called where they trash everything. Repurposing a boat, or you could kind of build a fake boat. But so you create sort of this fun boat structure with a post and a flag. So it's another little area, and then these are like tree stumps, a little different sizes that you can hop on across. I thought that maybe the play structure or the play area ground would be sand. I know there's a lot of issues with sand, but sand is just so soft and it's so easy to play with, and you can just go back there and just be messy and let messy be messy. And the grass can kind of track it off. I think it would be fun to paint the wood, the structures. So I'm thinking like plywood or the crate boxes, I'd like to do all repurposed materials. So all the materials free, getting them from a salvage yard to keep the costs down. To do it very creatively, DIY, no budget kind of way. And you may wonder how that exactly looks, and maybe I'll send you some pictures of places that have done it. But anyway, and then it would be fun to paint these places, paint the structures. Maybe you do like stripes, or you draw stuff on them and have the grandkids participate in painting them, different colors or however we want to do it. I also thought maybe of attaching a chalkboard right here and having chalk hanging right there, and so kids can draw right there. So you can, we could paint all of this. Could be really fun. Paint the boat, all that kind of thing. So you get the idea. DIY, backyard playground, safe, fun, it's their own space that they can go and play. Grandma's place is always fun anyway, but it would be like this fantasy land. It's also, none of the height blocks the view, so it's not a tall playground that's blocking any of the view. I think that's important. And super safe. You wouldn't have to really worry about kids being out there, which I think would be cool. So I hope that gives you somewhat of an image and of an idea of what I'm thinking back there, and I'll send you maybe some pictures that will help give a better idea of some of the character behind it. But this is sort of the idea, and I'm proposing that I'll build it, that I can do it all, it's a very DIY salvage yard type of thing. You may wonder what in the world that is, but that's what I'm proposing, and I think I can do it. The fence is white picket fence kind of idea, so to keep the formal look on these edges and separate that space. Obviously, hot topic. Don't know what to do about this completely. Probably best idea is just to get a mat, get real soft mat. But if we were going all out, obviously, yes, it would be very cool to drop the trampoline and then maybe put fake turf around the edge of the trampoline. So it's soft, but it's not grass we have to go maintain. But that fake turf would kind of be a cool thing back there behind the trampoline. Then obviously super safe. There's huge costs. I've been looking at DIY sinking your trampolines, and it would be a lot of labor, a lot of work, but I think it is doable, and I think, again, I can possibly do it with a bobcat. So I think it could be done, especially if I have some time on my hands. Okay, so, and then the space over here is, and these trees, just so you know, this is the apple tree I'm saying, this is that, whatever tree that is, that's the peach tree that you have now, proposing a new tree right here, I don't know, orange, tangerine, another peach, something that doesn't grow too big to cut off the view. So we definitely need to do a new arbor, something that would start up right on the grass and go sort of in a tunnel, just a little longer to go down that path a bit. Maybe line them a little more with some formal boxwood hedges and replacing what we have there and putting the boxwood hedges on this path. We'll have the climbing roses grow up them again. And then to make this a more fun and usable space back here, instead of going a full out pergola, maybe just these small swing bench pergolas. And I think that'd be really cool. Do an overhead arbor pergola thing overhead that keeps you shaded and keeps things cool, keeps the sun, from glaring on you, and put a swing bench, comfortable swing benches. Maybe they have cushions or not, but comfortable, fun swing benches where you can have a group out there, um, to go out there and just hang out and talk, or you can go out there on a nice day and lay down on the bench and read, or just sit out there and read for a while. It could be sort of a bit of a sanctuary. You can go out there, just the two of you, and have nice talks back there to kind of be away, different place. It's a little, creating it as a little bit of a secret garden type of thing with, and upgrade, getting our roses in real good shape so they're creating a nice wall. So pergola swing benches back there, one on each edge that kind of spans that area. And, I'm putting this all out there and saying, hey, why not just me give it a go. And that's what I'm saying again. Anyone else, you'd have to pay a lot more to actually do it. There's the risk of me not being able to do it as well as other people, but I think it'd be fun to give it a go, so I could try it. And I kind of would like to do the philosophy is to do the materials as cheaply as possible. We can get a lot more materials on Craigslist and salvage yards, and I don't know, maybe going that route to make it so our materials are next to nothing. All right. So that's basically the idea. Think about it. It's been hard to figure out what else to do back here to make it useful and not ugly. But doing a really cool children's play area, I mean, we have 12 and counting grandkids that it could be super awesome and super useful. And I think I could do it in a cheap way. And the goal would be to, get all the materials from salvage yards and stuff. So think about that. Sorry the quality wasn't awesome, and maybe it was just more confusing in some ways, moving the screen around a lot. So I can send you some other images as well. But hopefully this gives you a bit of an ability to visualize the idea. Here's a couple other angles, sort of with coming out of the backyard. So a nice edge in the back, still a focal point. I mean, still gives it gives a clean edge, and then fun kids play area. And then that, it becomes a room into itself. You can still even watch the kids from sitting over there. You can read your books and talk, and the kids can play over here and all that stuff. And it could be a really fun project with the kids too, in terms of getting them involved with helping, maybe, especially the Clayton and the Connor and the Spencer and whatever. Obviously Spencer not now, but to help with, like, kids could paint and maybe help with making it in some way. I don't know. And tan bark, I just don't like tan bark. Kids like to go out in their bare feet, and the only thing to do bare feet is sand and grass. Otherwise, I just feel like it doesn't work. Okay, well, we'll see if that works. I'll send this to you.